Hello ladies and gents, this is me, Evan, your friend in some really exciting tutorials. This is the 9th video of the wonderful daPanel version 2, a panel, or actually a set of panels that I have created for you in order to help you create fantastic photo albums and photo books. In this video, I will introduce you to the fast editing tools, actions and panels, a line set of tools inside the daPanel that will help you be more organized and more accurate and powerful than ever before. So first of all, I will fire up a design in order to play with it, and we will pass its tool in order to understand what they do and of course realize the difference in speed that you will have with the daPanel. So let's go and create a double page design, and of course afterwards I would like to create, let's say that I want to put on the right page a full photo and put it of course on the right side, and of course then I would like to take 4 photos and put them on the left, something like that. Wonderful. So let's see now what the tools here are doing. First of all these tools, they are tools that Photoshop has, but Photoshop has them all over the place. You have to go from here to there to go to a menu, to go to other menus, and you lose time, you be not concentrated because you have to try to find always where this tool is, and you eventually losing so much of your inspiration and your fantasy trying to find those tools. Well, all those tools are here. All those tools are the most important tools for working with the daPanel and making actually photo albums. That's why I have them separated in groups. Let's say from the tools to the layer styles or layer creation stuff, and of course the most important 2 panels, the styles panel and the brush panel. So let's see what they do. First of all, this move tool or selection tool, okay, it helps us selecting things. If you don't see this this stroke, this means that you have this unselected, the show transform controls. I usually like to have this selected because it helps me understand what I have selected. Of course, you have to have the auto select off because it will only produce problems to you. We select with double click, layer by layer, or double click and left page we select the whole folder. You see that? Right click, photo number 2, right click, left page, all the folder. And of course, once we select all the folder, we can apply styles in all the photos without selecting each photo by its own. So the selection tool or move tool does that, actually selects and then moves if we want to move something in other place over this area. But of course I don't want to do that, so I will hit the Command Z, Control Z in Macintosh, in Windows actually. Macintosh is the Command Z, and this is it. This is the move tool. I can use it to reposition the layers here or the layers over here over the layers panel, and of course I can use it to even position masks or styles or shapes, whatever. Then we'll go to the brush. The brush tool actually is the brush tool. As you can see here, it doesn't work because right now we are over a smart object. So we have to first of all create a new layer. I will go high enough and I will create a new layer. So this button actually is connected in a way with the brush and many other tools in here. And so now with a new layer created, I can use this wonderful brush tool, and actually why not create some frames. You see that? Wonderful. And then I can go to the brush panel, change this to 90 degrees and go again with the brush and create. Probably I can use also the zoom tool. You see that everything here connects to each other. I can use the zoom tool in order to go here, take again the brush and just click over here, and you see that? I mean, it's wonderful. And of course I can use the fit on screen to go back. Check this out. Really easy, but of course really powerful and super professional. This is the philosophy of the daPanel. This panel will help you not only create thousands of designs, but through the tools, through the styles, through the brushes, through the shapes, but most important, through the overall philosophy and of course design of this extension, it will help you overcome your old self and of course overcome easily the competition. So let's see the rest of the tools now. As you can see here, we have the gradient tool, which is a super tool, of course combined again with a new layer or an old smart object and of course a new layer mask. So I will just select this, and why not, I will go to this layer. So first of all, I will go to the move tool, I will right click, select the right page or the photo number 1. I can go to either of those. Probably I will go to right page, why not? And I will create a new mask. As you can see here, I have a new mask selected. And now I can take the gradient tool and I can use some of the gradients over here, the pre-built, or I can create my own. But of course, right now I want to hide a part of this photo, so I will have to use the black and white gradient. Of course, if you know Photoshop, you understand right now what I'm about to do. I will take this black and white gradient and I will hide a part of the photo and I will only reveal a simple part or a small part, let's say, of this photograph. So with the right page mask selected and of course this gradient tool selected, I will drag and with a shift hold it. You see that? I created a gradient which actually makes this full set of folder, or if you wanted only the photograph, semi-transparent. You see that? It's really wonderful if you want to mix the background photograph or the background style with a photo. From here, check this out. I will go to the background, I will use probably that one. You see that? And I could use maybe here this photo number 1, and I will go there and I will go to the bridge and probably I will take why not, probably this bright, drop it, enlarge, put it here, maybe here, okay, close it, save it, and you will see now in a matter of seconds that my photo will be semi-transparent. Of course, this will be faded out. Check this out. Doesn't look sexy as hell, my friend, and it was really easy, really fun with this wonderful set of tools. I think this looks wonderful. Of course, I have to take this set of the frames and put it over the left page in order to be visible. Wonderful. And then I can go and select probably this tool, the shapes tool. Of course, right now I'm really satisfied of my design. I think it doesn't need extra, so probably I will create a new one. So let's go and create something different, double page, and let's go to 3 photos right now. Let's go and select probably this one and put it on the right, and maybe 2 vertical photos over here. Why not that? And left. You see how easy it is to create super and unique designs. Check this out. This looks awesome, my friend. So let's go here and let's try and create some shapes. Of course, the shape tool is over here. The shape tool has 2 options. Actually, it will help you and it will let you actually use the shape command, and that way you don't need to create a new layer, but you can use also the pixels. But if you do that, you will need to create a new layer. Usually I use the shape because it's more powerful than the pixels. And then I will select a gray tone probably. So let's say that one. I don't need a stroke right now. And I will go and use a set of those wonderful shapes. Of course, those shapes, you will get them with the daPanel. It's a gift from me to you. So let's go now and probably use, why not, something below, something like that over here. So I will go and probably I can use only that one. I will click and I will go to the preserve proportions and hit OK. And then I will go and press Command T, Control T in PC, and I will enlarge by holding the Alt and Shift option, Shift in Macintosh. Wonderful. You see that? And if this design, if this color actually is too much for you, just make it gray, not gray. Gray is the gray for Greek. And I think over there it's okay. Check this out. Really easy. Of course, I could use the same thing, or I can just use this move tool, duplicate that. So Control J, Command J in Macintosh, bring it here, and maybe enlarge this one to even bigger designs. Check this out. That's the power of the daPanel version 2 and its wonderful elements. Check this out. Wonderful. Probably even less visible at about 15 or so. So this is the custom shape tool icon that helps me really fast go and select my shapes. Then we have the text. So I could use this text tool in order to come here and type something. Maybe write a new, let's say, text layer. So I will just click here and I will type the word love. Of course, not in Greek, but in English, love. Okay, or wedding, why not? I will enlarge this. Just put it there, maybe here. Okay, and of course, reduce the opacity at about 10 or so, maybe here as well. You see that? And that way you can create a really interesting but abstract, let's say, background. Wonderful. And maybe Control J again to duplicate and make it even bigger, to put it over here. Just create, some text behind, and maybe even less opacity at about 5 or 10. It's gonna be okay, I think. And check this out. Out of the blue, wonderful backgrounds. You're not only, isolated, and you don't not only have to use those 10 predefined backgrounds. You can do whatever you like in here. Okay, total freedom. That's my key in this set of panels. And then let's go, of course, to the magnifying glass. So the zoom tool. This one helps me just zoom and see what is going on. Okay, wonderful. Probably I'll take those and put them behind the photos because I want them to be on the background. Wonderful. Of course, the zoom does that. It's really easy. And of course, the hand tool. If you are close in here, the hand tool will help you, go and see the specific areas of your design. I will double click the hand in order to be back, or I could just use the fit on screen button in the final actions. And then we have the new layer. Of course, we have already seen that. And of course, the new mask, we have already seen that. And last but not least, we have the two buttons that they open the most important panels of the daPanel. Of course, the styles panel and the brush panel. Here we have the FX, where we can use the predefined 20 styles, and in the future I will create some extra packs with styles, so you will find all those in here. Is really important, is one of the most important panels that you have to have over your workspace. And of course, one of the most important things over here is the clear styles and backgrounds, because it will help you delete or clear your designs in case you don't really like the design, or you change your mind of this style and you want to just clear the design. From here you can just select and clear the affected with the style part of your album. So it's really good and really good and handy to have it over here. Okay, And then we have the brush panel. The brush panel will help you actually find and select a new brush and making wonderful things inside here. I could actually take advantage of that and create another one. So let's go to the right page and create a new layer. I do that all the time. Of course, then select the brush and then just go here, and why not create a frame? Probably I will create a frame for the big photos, not the small ones. So let's just select this one. I will take this layer and I will put it in the folder of the left page, and then I will just shrink that down. I want this to be, of course, not so much, maybe here, maybe even more. There we are, at about 800. And I will just click over there. You see that? Looks great. And maybe there. Wonderful. And then I will just change this to 180 degrees to create a small over here and a left corner over here. Check this out. Really easy, really accurate. You understood right now the powerful of the connection of the fast editing tools, the actions, and the panels. They're not here only by luck. They are here to change the way of your philosophy and, of course, to make you even faster and more accurate and professional than ever before.